day, everyone. Today I'm going to have our lesson for ICT as a video that I'm currently recording. So I'm encouraging everyone to go ahead and take out your computer and open your Microsoft Word so that we can be able to conduct our lesson. I'm encouraging you to follow along and don't hesitate to get in touch with me as soon as you realize that you are facing some challenges. So today we are on chapter 2. That's where we are. So on chapter 2, we are talking about Microsoft Word in detail. So today I'm going to talk about the use or the writing of formal letters in an industry setup. So today I am specifically targeting the formatting of a letter. So they are a common form of communication in the professional world. So today my focus is on creating a letterhead. That's where my focus is. So I'm encouraging you to follow along as we will be developing our letterhead. So the first thing that we are going to see is that we have got margins which are already set for this blank Microsoft Word document that we have, and currently it's document 1. We are going to try to actually change the margins if we feel like we want to change the margins. So you go on page layout. Is it page layout? Yes, it's page layout. Then you go on margins. Then this is a normal margin, which is 2.54 centimeters on the top, 2.54 centimeters on the left, 2.54 centimeters on the bottom, 2.54 centimeters on the right. Those are the margins that we are having here. We can actually go ahead and choose the narrow margin, the moderate margin, the wide margin, and you can be able to see all these descriptions, which describes the kinds of the margins that we are going to be having. So I think I'm okay with the normal margin. That's the one that I'm taking. I was just telling you these other ways so that you can be able to know how to change the margins when you want to change them. So first of all, let's insert our picture. So the picture that we're going to insert is the logo. So it's not online, so that's why I selected on pictures there. And the pictures that my logo, the logo that I want to use is inside this folder called ICT info. Let me take it out here. So this is the logo that I want to insert in my document. You can see that the image is too big for it to be used and for it to be looking good on this document that we are making here. So I think this is a fine size. By the way, when you are resizing the image, you need to drag from the corners. Don't use the sides, because if you use the size of the image is going to be squashed and it's not going to have a good appearance. So as soon as you insert this image, by default it's inline or inline with text. That's how it is. So for you to be able to change the picture's position and locate it and put it on a location that you wish to put it, you need to choose this option, which I call tight, right? That's the format that I want you to choose. I want you to choose tight. So after that, let me insert another box for the text. All right. This is a text box. That's where I want to insert my text. So let me draw a text box. Most of you might be wondering why I didn't choose to start writing the details that I want to write everywhere else. It's very simple. With the text box, the text become flexible. You can be able to move around the text box. And what it means is that even the text will be moving as well as you will be moving that text box. So by default, the text box comes with an outline. So that black color that you are seeing there is the outline. We need to remove the outline so that it disappears from the eyes of the viewers. So that will actually give it a nicer look. So if we go on format here, if we go on format while selecting this text box, we can be able to remove the outline there. So I'm going to select none, and then inside this shape here, there is white color there. That is what is known as the shape view. So I'm going to remove the shape view and put none as well. So after selecting none for the shape view, if I come here or if I put my cursor there, you're going to realize that it seems as if there's no text box. That's because there is no outline and there's no shape view there. But if I put back my cursor in there, you're going to see that the boundary is there. So what I want to do now is to put my phone number there. Let me assume that this is the phone number for my WhatsApp. It's just an assumption. Don't try that number because it might be another person's number, but I'm just putting it there so that I can be able to demonstrate whatever I want to demonstrate here. And maybe let's say this is the phone number for the landline, that's 024278 701. Let's assume that this is our landline number, and I'm not implying that this is the phone number that we use in reality, but it's just some random number. And any form of situation whereby this number is going to be real is actually by coincidence. I do not have an intention to share any form of direct phone number here. And maybe here I can be able to put my email. Let me just say ICT at foodgala .co.zw. The assumption is that this is the email that we use, and maybe I need to put an address there. Maybe our address is 1530 Street, 1530 Street, 1530 Street, 1530 Street, corner Nelson Mandela, corner Nelson Mandela, Harare, Zimbabwe. So let's assume that this is the address that we are going to be using for demonstration purposes. So maybe I want this to be bold. That's what I want for this text. And I also want it to be Arial. And I want it to be size 12. And let me make it bold. As you can see, our text is no longer clear because the text box is now smaller. That's the reason there. So as I was saying, the benefit of a text box is that I can be able to move around the text and put it wherever I want to put it. So let me just drag it here and place it here. That's where I want it to be. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is to go ahead and have my phone icon there. By default, if you don't have the icons in your computer, you can be able to download the icons, right? That's what you can be able to do. So let me go ahead and search for the um, green icon. So you can just search maybe WhatsApp green icon. After searching WhatsApp green icon, you can be able to find it because I just want a green icon. You can search it with any color that you want. And with time, I might be able to show you how you can be able to download another. You can be able to change the pictures and have the color that you want. You just right click and then say save as. That's how you save the image. So I have already downloaded these images and saved them. That's why you're seeing that they are labeled here yesterday. That means that's when I downloaded these images. So there's no need for me to re-download the images again. So let me proceed and use them in my document. That what I need to do. That is what I need to do. So let me insert pictures, and then I need to navigate to the folder where my icons are, and that's the downloads folder. So I'm going to choose this nice green icon, and then I insert it there. So what I'm going to realize is that this one, you're going to realize that it's large and even larger than what we want it to be. We want to reduce its size, and you also want to make sure that it's tight so that you can be able to move it around to that location where you want it to be. And I'm thinking that this might not be as I'm expecting it to be. I want the shape fill to be none in terms of the color. That's what I want. I'm just confirming there. So now let me go ahead and reduce the size, and maybe let me move the text to the position where my icon can be able to be clearly seen. That's what I need to do right now. So I think the icon is now large enough for what we want to demonstrate. Or maybe it's too large, I don't know, but I think this size is nice. Or maybe I can reduce the size again. I think if it's like this, it's okay. I can go ahead and insert another icon for the phone. And by the way, you just download these icons. You just need internet access for you to be able to download these icons. And then you can insert the icon. And then from there, just make sure that it's tight so that you can be able to move it around. Then you just need to reduce the size of the image so that you can be able to take it to the position where you want it to be. So as for now, it's too big, right? It's still too big. We can be able to take it to the exact location where we want it to be. We can even reduce the size further. That's what we can do to make sure that what we want is what we are having. So I guess I might need to reduce this again further so that it looks exactly the way that we want it to look like. By the way, you can be able to adjust the sizes from here. So this one is 0.69, 0.69 here. This one is 0.74. It means it's larger, but it's because there's a large white area there. So it might not be exactly too big as it is seeming to be. So let me insert the email icon there. And let me just insert the email icon. That's the email icon that I want to insert. And it's too big as well. So let me just go ahead and reduce the size of this email icon. And by the way, you just drag the corners. Let me also make sure that it's tight so that I can be able to move it to the area that I want to move it. So let me reduce the size again by just clicking and dragging the icon there. That's how you do it. So let me take it here so that it begins to look a little bit more nicer than what we might be thinking here. So I think I need to reduce the size again. That's my thinking. And I think it's now looking nicer. That way, it's nicer. I think it needs to be moved up a little bit, up to here now. It's okay now. Now what I need to do is to insert another icon. That's the location icon that I need to insert here. So let me insert the location icon and make sure that I've chosen tight here. So now I'm choosing tight. I've proceeded to select the tight section or the tight option for this image. So I have actually completed that section of inserting the icons there. So I think this position is nice. It's not bad. This is not bad. It's not bad looking at all. So what I need now to do is to go ahead and make sure that I put some double lines just for design purposes. So I'm going to have 3 equal signs, 1, 2, 3, and then press enter. You're going to see a double line inserted for you there. So that means I have completed the letterhead for Food Gala Hospitality Group, and you can be able to actually see its appearance on paper. Maybe let me zoom in so that you can be able to see its appearance. So that's the appearance of the letterhead that we are going to be having. So everything else that we are going to write is going to be starting from this section going downwards. So let me increase the zoom. Let me zoom out so that I can be able to go back to the original position, maybe 200% there. So that was the lesson for today. So your assignment is to do the same, to make a letterhead of your choice and the exact way that we have done it, and then submit it for marking. So thank you so much for paying attention. We are going to meet during the next lesson. That's when we are going to meet. Thank you once again. Thank you once again.